Sim does not seem to be responding very well. It's really delayed on my keyboard touches. That's alright. Okay, so I believe we decided last week that we were going to take down a Dragon King this week. Which should be a pretty great time. I'm pretty dang excited for that. So let's make sure our gear grids are up to date. I think this stuff was just extras that will go into our storage. So we got some Screaming Lump, we got a Beast Steak, 2 pelts, large flat tooth, and a shank bone. And then we got a monster hide. Whoops. Monster hide. And then some strange resources. An extra iron and a. Let's just turn this into a dried acanthus, probably. Nah, we'll leave it as a live acanthus. Because our gear grids are already full, so. Okay. Now, for our survivors, we're starting with Elena, again. Who should be all set here. Vespertine Bow. We switched out her founding stone for the gloom-coated arrows, which I must not have. There they are. Gloom-coated arrow. Those will be fun. It looks like it's a one for one. It is cumbersome. It actually doesn't look like it is a once. No, I think it's a one-time use. Just like normal arrows, which is cool. That's fine. This is our super lucky character. They get 3 luck, 1 for the sleeping virus flower, 1 for the bow, and 1 for the lucky charm. They also have a permanent luck, which gives them 4 basically. So they're that's 6 plus crit, which is crazy. They also have extra sense, so they can dodge twice around, blotted out whenever they suffer brain trauma. They gain a bleed, kind of sucks, whatever. They are a bow specialist, getting very close to bow mastery. Very close. Can't be knocked down by intimidate actions. That could be very worth noting as we go to the Dragon King. Next, we are dealing with Gimli, who is an axe specialist, slowly working towards mastery. Probably our weakest attacker would be my guess. The axe doesn't have a whole lot of strength for him. It's only looking at 5, so he's gonna. I think he'll probably have a pretty hard time wounding the Dragon King, but he does have the circlet, so even if he can't wound him a bunch, he's gonna be useful. He's looking at Crazed and Thrill Seeker. Thrill Seeker's great for our Rawhide Survivor. He does have Hoarder, unfortunately, which is why his courage is so high. We've been archiving resources to give him courage. Okay. And then Idril. Idril's kind of fun. She has Seasoned Hunter, which has actually gotten her a couple pieces of courage. I do remember that. She's also stuck with kind of a turd weapon. She's got the Bone Blade. We were hoping to get her the Twilight Sword, or no, sorry, not the Twilight Sword, the Replica Flower Sword, but we're 1 innovation short of that, and then we'll be able to pick that up. So the Bone Blade, will have to do, I guess. But I mean, even if she can't really Bone Blade, she is our tank with that armor. And then last but not least is Man, because he was our Slender. He got renamed, so he's got Red Fist, huge. Uh, Working also very steadily towards Qatar mastery. Red Fist blotted out. Okay, sorry. Quixotic. Yes, Bill. I can see you, my friend. Quixotic. If you're insane when you depart, gain a survival and a strength token. He will be, so he will get those. Those will be great. Matchmaker and Qatar specialization. Those Qatars are pretty dang strong in his hands and a little lucky. He's also carrying the Thunder Maul that could come in handy. I mean, knocking down the Dragon King, that's pretty awesome. So that is the reminder update on our survivors. We maybe could give them Dried Acanthus. We would just have to sacrifice a Founding Stone. I was kind of looking forward to maybe slinging some Founding Stones this game. Can't replace the Thunder Maul, it's cursed. So unfortunately, it's as stuck as this dadgum Twilight Sword. Otherwise, yeah, I probably would have removed it. Mostly just looking to get these guys to mastery level and then, do the torch pass and whatnot. So, as a reminder as well, over here, our survivors are departing, gaining 3 survival, 2 insanity, and 3 armor to all locations. We are going to be fighting him on level 1 difficulty because I've never really fought him before, aside from when the uh, except for when we did it with the Dragon King. Sorry, I was reading some messages from Bill. Dried Acanthus would stop it. Suffer a severe arm injury. I gotcha. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. We'll go to storage, gear. Do we have any in here? We have one, Dried Acanthus. Is somebody wearing it? No. So, I mean, we'll probably just have to get rid of the Founding Stone, realistically. So in our survivors, that is Man. Oops. Man. We're going to replace... That'll get him some more survival, I think, too, right? When you depart, gain, 2 survival. So, Organ Grinder, Dried Acanthus, 2 more survival on departure. Let's see who else could maybe take a Founding Stone. Because do we have any going out? We don't even have any going out. I don't know. Are there ore deposits with the Dragon King? Do we need to even take out a pickaxe? We have the things we need. 2 toppled pillar, 1 stone column. So, I don't think we need to take the bone axe. We could instead take that Founding Stone. Because I would like to Cat Eye Circlet some cool crits and hit those. We definitely want to take the Scavenger Kit. Reverberating Lantern is always nice. I don't know how necessary bandages will be, but bringing 1 set is never a bad idea. We may have outgrown Stone Noses, because we're already getting 3 survival, and our survival limit is 6. So I think I am going to remove the stone nose to put another founding stone in for Gimli. So let me make that change real quick. Stone nose, founding stone, which will get rid of this bonus. Do you have the green affinity bonus for +2 evasion? I do on Idril only. Because we got one here, and she's born with 1 green. So I think I have that added in here. Because she's got 1 evasion from monster grease. And 1 evasion. So she's got technically the 2 evasion from monster grease. So we did get that one figured out. I think that looks pretty good. Our weapons really aren't amazing. I'm kind of banking on bow crits and some lion claw crits, and then even mixing in a couple founding stone shots, and we should be able to crit this guy up a bit, which I mean sounds pretty fun to me. So we've got our survivors set here on the board. I'm not sure why it left a screaming antelope card on there. But we're all set in the app. We're all set on the board. We're going to go ahead and depart. Allow all those bonuses to apply. We're looking good on survival. Before we start, we'll do it right now. I'm going to give everybody their +1 strength token for our, whoa, not permanent, for our red fist individual. Oh, I guess it's technically at the start of the showdown. So if anything would make us lose that, we don't get it till the showdown. And then who had the... It was man. So he's quixotic. If you're insane, which he was when we departed, we gain a survival and another strength token. Nice. So those guitars are going to be filthy. I have not gotten the green light to get echoes yet. It's only $10, but I'm supposed to hold out for a little bit, so we'll do so. All right, Elena is going to be our first event revealer. First Dragon King hunt event I've ever seen. We're doing it together. Cultivated Crypt. You uncover a crypt littered with the preserved corpses of dragons. You may defile the crypt and draw up to 3 random Dragon King resources. Otherwise, you gain an understanding and roll a random hunt event. If we defile the crypt, you draw +1 and if we draw 1 resource, the Dragon King begins the showdown with Overheat Mood in play. If you draw 2 resources, also begins with a damage. 3 resources is a damage and a speed and overheat. I don't think we should do this because I think we're looking at hitting crits to crit farm him, and I'm not sure we have the ability to withstand attacks at an additional speed and additional damage. And I know overheat is something we're generally trying to avoid. So we are not going to defile the crypt. We will all gain an understanding, which is nice, and then we'll roll a random hunt event. I read that as everybody gains an understanding. So here, understanding. Man has achieved insight. Come on, Titan, you know we can't do that. You know we would get smoked. Alright, so insight for man during the hunt phase is explore, which is the investigate table, which is kind of nice, I guess. And we are going to roll and see what we get as a bonus of that. Had to do it. Had to use the logic. 5. What does that get us? Probably nothing permanent. 3 survival and 3 insanity. Well, we're maxed out on survival and we're already pretty insane, so yikes. Okay. That's a fun event. That's one that could be fun if you're like overpowered farming level 1. Next revealer is Gimli. Who, what do you know, is going to roll a random hunt event. And if it's doubles, then Idril gets a courage as seasoned hunter. It is not doubles, it is 58. Hunt events. Hunt event number 58 is Scent on the Wind. A strong wind blows, bringing with it the sense of distant places and things. The event revealer rolls a d10. This could be huge. Come on. This could be big. We need that 6 through 10 right now. What is that? I don't want to take it as a 2, but I'm sure it's going to make me. It's a 2. It was pretty much an 8 if it wouldn't have got stuck on that tile. So a 2. The monster catches your scent. It moves 1 space closer. If this starts the settlement, which I don't think it'll start the showdown, because he's on space number right. Okay, so right before Overwhelming Darkness. So that will move him. So we'll lose one of the dragon hunt events. So I'm going to set him off to the side, because we all know. So Idril, it looks like, will be our last hunt event revealer, and it will be a Dragon King. Lore Keeper. A gnarled old crone approaches the hunting party. Her fingers are sewn together. And strange black marks shift around on the palms of her hands. I am the Lore Keeper. See me and remember. Nominate a survivor to investigate. Hopefully Idril has Explore. Add +2 to the roll result. Nice. We love that. This could be good. Actually, I don't know why that pulled up. I'm gonna keep this up. So we get +2 to this roll result because it is an investigate table. How about a 10 anyways? Alright. 10 plus, Ancient Wisdom. Shuffle the innovation deck and draw the top card and add it to your settlement at no cost. Wow. Okay, so the way we're going to do that is I'm going to do a random number generator for 1 through 13. And I promise it's going to be legit. I'll leave it like I'll look away from that. I'm not looking at what it is. So I'm doing a random generator just on Google. Minimum 1, maximum 5. I'm generating and it's giving me 4. So innovation number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is family. That's okay. It's a good. Clan of Death has a lot of potential. We were, however, looking for, I think, storytelling is what we needed for the replica flower sword. But a free innovation is a free innovation. And we are not going to turn our noses up to that. Alright. That's awesome. So now we get this party started. So we will set up a showdown for level 1. Yeah, Clan of Death is absolutely right for Super Survivors. So we will apply arrival bonuses. I did not do Sonorous Rest, I kind of forgot. But we really didn't need it. We're all good on Insanity and we're all maxed out on Survival, so kind of a forgivable brain fart on my part. It has to be before the hunt event. Oh, I was going to look at this just to make sure. So we just have to set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. So it's just like a lion. So we want to strategically position ourselves with Idril, who is our tank, in front. And then, I mean, I assume we're going to want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of stay out of his way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because, I mean, honestly, we can't even control what he's going to do. So, a level 1 Dragon King starts with 8 basic attacks and 4 advanced attacks, which means he has 13 total life points. He has 10 movement and 13 toughness. Not quite. I was a little worried he was going to be in the 15 toughness range. I think this is doable for us. The lore on this monster. There was once a monster that was alone in the world. Abandoned in its grief, the monster crawled deep inside its aching heart until it broke and was set aflame. Now the power of its grief and fury pours like invisible poison from the weeping faces it hides inside its hulking body. So his instinct is core countdown, full move toward the closest threat and perform irradiate. End the Dragon King's turn. His blind spots are all behind him. Overheat is not yet in play. Meltdown, I remember, is trouble. So irradiate is what he will perform as his like his sniff. The chest sphincter tugs open. Wow, say that 10 times fast. The chest sphincter tugs open, revealing the Dragon King's radioactive heart. The monster gains a -1 toughness token. If it has 5 or more of those tokens, its heart is exposed and it performs Meltdown. Otherwise, perform Unseen Agony. Meltdown, bad. Unseen Agony, also probably bad. All survivors in the blast zone suffer 1 damage for each -1 toughness token the Dragon King has. 2 monster level random hit locations, which will only be 1 location, but that will stack to be 5 damage before a meltdown, in addition to his attacks. So we will want to play that very carefully. We did not ambush him. He did not ambush us. So play continues as normal with... I'm going to send these to the shelf real quick just to get them out of the way. Play proceeds as normal with monster attacking first. Let's get this started. I'm excited. We'll play it slow like we did for Slenderman. We'll play it slow. We'll think it out, talk it out, and see what we can do. I can't surge with the bow to knock him down. It was the Thunder Maul. So his first AI is a mood, it looks like, and it's Glowing Fist. It's an advanced mood. When this comes into play, draw an additional AI. While this is in play, the Dragon King gains +1 damage for each -1 toughness token it has. Discard this when the Meltdown story event is triggered. So we're gonna Yeah, he's going to get really strong before he does his little heart explosion. So it does say we have to draw another AI. This is another advanced, 2 advanced in a row. This is Ashen Return. Random threat in range. So we're all threats and we're all in range. So this will target randomly. We just so happen to have those cards set right here. Do our 3-time shuffle. It randomly attacks survivor number 2, Gimli, who has a decent amount of armor. So he's going to move and attack. He has a movement of, I would assume, a lot as a dragon. A movement of 10. So even if we dashed here, I don't think we could get out of reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if he dashed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think he could still get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. So dashing would be just kind of a waste. So we're just going to have to let this unfold. Look at that. He is huge. So the move and attack here, it's a 3 speed, 2 accuracy, 2 damage. Pretty standard for your node 3. It does have an after damage. Take the top mood from the discard pile and play it immediately. If there are none, nothing happens. So this is probably an ideal time for this card to be drawn, because there are no moods in the discard pile. So I think it could be worse. Gimli is rocking 3 evasion, so anything sub 5 here is considered a miss. We have a 4, 4, 5, and a 9. So this 4 is out of here. We will certainly be dodging one of these, but let's see where the damage is going to go. These are worth 2 damage apiece. Now remember, we do have 3 additional armor this time around, but we are still going to dodge that for sure. Spend a survival to dodge it. We take 2 damage to the body. Now, the way Gimli's character works with the rawhide gear, anytime he spends survival, he gets the chance to get it back by re-rolling this die. If it's a 6 or higher, he gets to keep that survival. A 9, so he gets it back. He's also a thrill seeker, so anytime he gains survival during the showdown phase, he would gain an additional one. But our max is 6, so that's where he caps out. That's it. Now we discard this card. There is no mood cards in the discard pile, thankfully. So I think we can just try to take this opportunity to whoop on him. I haven't played him enough to know if there's a penalty for attacking from his blind spot. I don't know if he has reactions that injure you there. But I am very interested in using these arrows. Very much so. So if I use these arrows, they are cumbersome. So it will take my movement and activation, but he's well within range here, so that's not a problem. This has a range of 5, and he is 1, 2, 3, 4. He's actually 5 away, so it's perfect. I would get 5 speed with some decent accuracy. I don't have any accuracy buffs, but I get to reroll any misses once. And the way these arrows work, after attempting to wound each of the locations, place it on top of the deck instead of the discard pile. So it basically just lets us try all those again. So you can get some damage out of those attacks and then not be penalized for using them. Oh, Bill. That Dune popcorn bucket on eBay. I'm sure, it's being sold with some extra butter, and you could probably pick it up if you wanted. You'd have to pay for shipping. Alright, so 5 speed. We are looking for 6 plus. 6 plus. And we get to reroll any misses once, if we choose. That's a really good looking set of dice. So we got 9, 10, 6, and this should be a 4. Yep, 4 and a 2. So we have 3 hits, 2 misses. I think we should re-roll these. Why not? Because we get to re-roll any misses once, so we get to re-roll these and hope that they turn into 6 pluses. We did. We got 1 additional hit out of that, which is great. I think 4 is even a little much, but it's a fresh deck, so it's our best chance. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Trap. Number 4 was the trap card. That is big time unfortunate. So our arrow is done. It has been used, unfortunately. So these don't matter. The trap takes priority. So trap. Reshuffle the hit location deck. All survivors are doomed. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. This attack profile gains after damage. The after damage is the Dragon King punches the attacker skyward, sending them sailing into darkness. They gain the Starward Survivor status card. So he's going to freaking Super Mario Galaxy punch him up into the air. So he's going to spin. Now, oh, no, almost no evasion. So I was going to say he could still miss, and there would be no after damage, but let's be honest, he's not missing. Oh, and he's going to irradiate after. Darn it. That's a shame. So 2 speed, he will be hitting any of these on 2+, or 3+, sorry. So we need 1s and 2s pretty badly here. And we got a 2. I'll take that. So he's going to hit us once. Unfortunately, it's still going to send us skyward. But that 1 damage goes, or that 2 damage goes to Elena's arms. And then she gets absolutely punched to the moon, which we're going to need to get out of his deck in here. Because it is a survivor status card that I'm sure it didn't pull out for us. So, there it is, Starward. So, when you gain this, remove your survivor from the board and place them on this card. You're transported to an unfamiliar, terrifying world without sound or direction. At the beginning of the survivor's next turn, you land next to the monster with a meaty thud. Suffer bash and 4 damage to monster level locations, then archive this card. Yes, and Bill, you are absolutely correct. At the end of his basic attack, he performs, he irradiates, which means he gets a -1 toughness. Unfortunately, he gets a +1 damage as well. Oh, and he's going to do that. So just give me a minute. We'll go through it slow. So he's going to do irradiate. I'm going to get all the toughness and damage tokens out because we're going to be using those a lot this game. I was holding the wrong button. We may have to use something else to try to, so because there's only 8. 8 should be enough. Okay, so the monster gains a -1 toughness token, but because of this mood, they get a +1 damage token for every toughness token. So it does not have 5 or more, so it does not perform Meltdown, but it is going to perform Unseen Agony. So all survivors in the blast zone, which is 3 off in any direction, which is going to be... Okay, so Gimli's going to get missed. Oh, she got punched into the sky. I was like, where's our 4th? Idril will be hit, and Aerith will be hit. There's no break in flow, so we cannot dash. All survivors in the blast zone suffer 1 damage for each -1 toughness token the Dragon King has. So it is only 1. So 1 damage to 1 location for each of them right now. So we'll start with where Idril takes her damage. She's She takes it to the arms. She's got lots of armor. And then we'll let man take it next. He takes 1 damage to the waist. Yeah, you obviously... The theme of this fight is to kill him before he melts down. As, I mean, obviously that's... You want to kill him quick, but that is definitely the theme I'm getting here. You want to kill him before he can get into those deep meltdowns. So we'll shuffle it 1, 2, 3 times. Our big hitter just got taken off the board. I mean, he's a big hitter, don't get me wrong, but that was our really good chance at it. At crits, but Aerith can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we dash to the blind spot? He is rolling 5 dice with an accuracy of 6+. And then he's wounding on... I think we do. So we're going to dash 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll spend a survival there. We'll attack from the blind spot. We're rolling 5 dice, hitting on 5s or better. I don't know if the dash was necessary. We'll see if that pays off, or... She will be back with a meaty thud, Bill. Mike is absolutely correct. Oh. 1. I expected a little more than that. So 1 successful hit. We do have Qatar specialty, so we can cancel this reaction. Oh. That doesn't look good. Oh, we can cancel it. Oh, good. So because we have Qatar specialty, we can choose to cancel the reaction on the first card we pull. So we will not be irradiating. Sir, you will not be doing that today. We wound on a 3+. A 5 certainly does it. That also gives him his proficiency point. And removes an AI for a wound. We will then, in turn, immediately spend a survival to surge. Because that was not a good showing. And we'll do it again, looking for 5s. Better. 3. 3 for 5. That is much better. 1, 2. I think we got the death blow. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Trap again. It is card number 4 2 times in a row. I wonder if that's an accidental glitch from the game. Because it's pretty unique that it's card number 4 twice in a row. Okay. We are familiar, unfortunately, with this. So he's going after... Oh, I guess I should change their name to Man from Aerith, so that nobody gets confused. Okay. We're familiar, unfortunately. So he's gonna 180 turn, skirt, and punch the lights out of Man, who also has no evasion. 2. So it's just basic action again, but it is unfortunately got an additional damage now. So it is gonna hurt even just that little bit more. So we need anything sub 4. We need 2 of them. 2 of them sub 4, please. A 2 and a 6. That sucks. I needed both of them to miss. So this basic action is going to do 3 damage to Man's legs. He then punches his lights out. And then we come back and perform Irradiate. Wait, there's only one of those cards. Okay. So I guess he comes over to this card too. They share it. couple of meaty thuds hanging around here. So he's going to irradiate, which is a -1 toughness and a +1 damage. Yikesola. And then he burns everybody within 3, which is just Idril. So Idril takes 3 damage to one location. And that one location is her arms. Oh boy. Okay. I hope they do wave to each other, Bill. I hope that in all the chaos and lack of understanding up there starward, they see each other for just a minute. Man on his way up and Elena back on her way down. Yeah, so it was Irradiate. He gained the -1 toughness, which then he performs Unseen Agony. Unseen Agony gives us that blast zone damage, which is for each -1 toughness. So, well, let's try that again. You know, this time I'm only going to shuffle it twice. That 3 time was bullshit, so we're going to skip that. Idril might as well go, right? I mean, what are we doing at this point? So Idril's going to go with the Bone Blade, which has horrific accuracy. And only 1 speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys were never meant to be fighters. They were meant to be tanks. Both our fighters are in the sky. 1 speed, we're looking for a 6+. That's gross. We didn't get it. She lost a permanent speed a while ago. Traded it for a luck. So, that's a miss. We could surge, but I don't think I'm gonna. I might Cat Eye Circlet with Gimli. And then if there's something really good, I could just Founding Stone it on a surge. I could even surge him to do the headband too. Alright, so let's have Gimli activate to do Cat Eye Circlet. 1, yuck. 2, 3. Oh my gosh. This crit, if the attacker is in the Dragon King's blind spot, the monster is stunned. Cancel all monster reactions till the end of the round. I want to save a Founding Stone for that. That's how we want to start next round right there. With all his reactions canceled till the end of the round. So I want to put Microwave Heat down. Microwave Heat Heart. Sorry, Microwave Heart. It's funny. And we'll put that on top. I am also going to Surge with Gimli to peek at the top 2 AI cards. So we'll Surge. Let's see if he gets to keep that survival. He does. He gets it right back. And he's going to look at these top 2. Oh my gosh. That looks terrible. Turn the monster to put as many survivors in the blast zone as possible. If there are none, discard this and perform basic auction. Oh my gosh. Action. The chest sphincter dilates and glows. So wouldn't we be able to dash out of the blast zone because there's a break in the flow? Do I not? I must not get that. Because he would turn. He would turn him. We'd turn him right up here. And then it breaks into flow in the blast zone. So couldn't we just dash out of the blast zone? It's like a wasted attack. I'm definitely reading that right. So if we put it like this, then that should work super in our favor. So the time would pass to the Dragon King, who is going to draw. He draws Nuclear Blast. Turn the monster to put as many survivors in the blast zone as possible. I would say he's doing so by facing Gimli because it's a 1-to-1. If there are none, discard this and perform basic action. The chest sphincter dilates and glows. Gimli sees this coming. He sees the glowing sphincter chest hole and says, I am out of here, and dashes before it blasts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is out of there. So then the blast zone comes through. Wow, very cool. The heart sphincter hole in his chest. And then while Gimli's catching his breath, he gets to do a check to see if he gets that survival back. He's on fire with the survival rolls. And that's the end of the Dragon King's turn. Now, here comes the meaty thud business. At the beginning of the next survivor's turn, you land next to the monster with a meaty thud. Suffer bash and 4 damage to 1 hit location. So we'll go like this way and this way. I feel like of all the things to learn so far, I'm going to switch these two. We have learned that we don't want to group up. So, yep, Leather Idril, who doesn't matter, she's not involved, would be immune to bash, but each of these guys suffer bash and 4 damage. So man is going to suffer 4 damage to what, I wonder? Hopefully not the legs. The body. That's also not good. Very popular spot. Meaty Thud, aka Mike. And next is Elena's, who actually can't. Like, this 4 damage hurts her more than most. The best spot for her would be the head, and she took it to the body, which is a light hit. Not ideal by any means. But then we archive this. And so it says archive this card, which usually means it's out of play for future reference. But maybe that's not the case. I don't understand why they had to put archive this card in there. Why wouldn't they just put remove your mini from this card? Because usually when something's archived, it's put back in the box not to be used again. So does this only happen once? I looked through his deck. There was only 1. Unless when I auto set it up, it put him on the deck somewhere that I'm not, on the board somewhere I'm not seeing. It didn't put him here. You know, I bet Mithra would know the answer to that question instantly. And it would probably be something I didn't like you're trying to cheese whiz your way out of it. I don't think Rock's here either. He would know as well, I bet. I'll check Board Game Geek and Reddit real quick. I'll mute for just a second. Or maybe I could just look it up. And we could see what we think about archive. Archive. Remove this object from play and return it to the game's box. Unless it is recorded into settlement storage or the survivor's record sheet, an archived object is permanently lost. I'm guessing that for gear it's lost forever, but I don't know what that means. I mean, it wouldn't really make sense for his trap. Like, his trap card should be bad. Huh. It's not an object, right. But I just don't understand why they used the archive term. That kind of sucks. Um, I'm not finding anything about it. We need to just play it like it comes back in every time. Alright, that's it. It'll yeah, card is only so big. You're not wrong. But and remove mini from card is about the same as archive this card. But that's alright. We will pick it up. We're going to leave it close because based on what I've been doing, we're going to need it sooner rather than later. So, back to the survivor's turn. We got 2 bashed and knocked down. When we crit this location, any survivor within 2 spaces is going to suffer knockback 5, which isn't a big deal. We'll be able to get back into range. But Idril is going to activate and throw their founding stone. So this will be archived. We're all familiar with that one. So Idril, loadout, founding stone, archive gear. To pull this top hit location, and it's an automatic crit. Oh, sorry, I forgot to move first. Sorry. I forgot to move first. We knew we needed to be in the blind spot. Critical wound. If the attacker is in the Dragon King's blind spot, the Dragon King is stunned. Cancel all monster reactions until the end of the round. All survivors within 2 spaces of the Dragon King suffer knockback 5. So, are these destructible? No. So, the knockback for Idril will go 1, 2. Because she can't. She's resting up against that. Man will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And stay knocked down. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay knocked down. Gimli's not within 2. So, alright, all reactions are cancelled for this whole round. So we kind of dropped the ball in the first round, but things are definitely going to need to change for the second one. Gimli's going to encourage, off the bat, since we have 2 cards that don't have crits on them, they're going to encourage Man. Man's going to stand, come in for a run here, and attempt to wound. We have a huge bonus in our favor here if we can land some serious hits without pulling that trap. We have some big things working for us. We need 5 plus. 1, 2, 3. 3 is a good number. We know the top 2 are safe. And the third, that reflex, cancelled. Okay. Oh, yes, I forgot to roll to get Gimli's survival back. That little survivor hoarding dwarf. We need a 6 plus here for Gimli to get this back. 2. He's lost it, but he could get more than 1 back in the future. So we have 3 cards here. It doesn't matter what order. This has a crit, so that would be cool. Okay, the lava pool one would, I mean, that would not be cool. So we'll just start with Microwave Heart. We need a, let me check, I think it's a 3+. I know. And Bill, can we just talk about how horribly slow these last couple episodes have been for House of Dragon? My gosh. I mean, a couple episodes ago, obviously I don't want to do any spoilers, it was a very entertaining episode. But these last few, I do not think they needed to drag it into 3 seasons. I didn't know they were until I realized how slow we were going. So yeah, we have 12 toughness. Oh, and he actually has -2 toughness. So that puts us at 14. So anything above a 1 wounds him with the Katars. That's it. Anything above a 1. So we have a 90% chance of wounding every time we roll with Katars. That is a wound. We wounded off a basic. We've already had to face 2 of his advanced, though, and those kind of sucked. 6. Okay, it's another good one. Another wound. Now this one we would like. I don't even know if we'd like to crit it. I don't know if we are interested in having a lava pool out there. Well, unfortunately, I think we're gonna find out. Okay, we only have the 1 luck from using Katars because they're deadly. So it's only 9/10. So that's still just a singular hit. No, or a singular wound, no crit. I think since Gimli is, he's not gonna wound here. I'm trying to just be realistic. I mean, maybe he could wound to get his proficiency point, but I would also not mind him cat-eye circleting to see if it's worth my archer going next or my swords or my Katarsman going next. I'm not sure I want to stress Idril getting her. I don't want to stress that. She's not even close. Gimli's not really very close either. I think it's probably better served to get him to cat-eye. So we'll have him activate his cat-eye circlet. 1, oh my gosh, 2, 3. See, this isn't even a reaction to perform Irradiate. It's just impervious at a first strike. Huh. So we can't really play around that. We have to play through it. So we need to make sure that the least amount of us are going to get irradiated. So whoever attacks is going to have to be. Not true. Not if we shoot it with a bow. If we all move, if we all clear out, because irradiate only hurts within 3. So Gimli is not going to get it. Is he? Is he going to get it? He's going to get it, isn't he? Yeah, he is. It's 3 diagonal as well. 3 off his shoulder, so 1, 2, 3. So Gimli will get it. So Gimli will need to move after this activation. 1 back. I could have Idril clear out. Elena's already out of the way. She could shoot it with her bow, trigger it. It would remove Man's ability to surge. Or we could have Gimli back up, Idril clear, Man surge, pull this again, and he would have to eat the Unseen Agony attack. So he would have to eat 3 damage to 1 location and not have his attack ended. He could take that anywhere and be okay. So that's what we're going to need to do. So it's a first strike. So if we're going to play it this way, we might as well put it on top. So Gimli's going to backstep 1. That puts him out of range. Idril's going to go 1, 2, 3. And I don't think she has anything she could activate to help us at this time. No. Just leather. And then we could have Man's Surge. Hopefully there's not two of those back to back. That would suck. Double Irradiate. So 5 plus. We want at least 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we knew the top 3 were safe. We took the top 3. There was a crit in one of these that was kind of nice. This one, you may gain an evasion. You may spend, or evasion token. You may spend 2 survival to gain a permanent evasion instead. That's like Strange Hand type of good. So we'll start with this. First Strike, Impervious. So he's going to perform Irradiate. So he's going to get a -1 toughness, +1 damage. Disgusting. And then he's going to Irradiate. And then he's going to do Unseen Agony because he doesn't have 5 tokens yet. Which means Man is going to take 3 damage to 1 location. Man's going to take that 3 damage to the body. Okay, well, he's okay, but that is kind of the worst place it could have gone. Nobody else is within Unseen Agony's range. So now he gets to finish his attack. We really don't care the order. We're wounding it. It's impervious, so we can't wound it. But that does remind me I need to put it in this pile. So we can't wound it. It's impervious, unfortunately. So we'll go after the Serpent's Wings here. 90% wound chance. Perfect. We're wounding on a 2+. It's another wound. This one would be kind of cool to crit. I would probably sacrifice the... Close. We don't even need to talk about it. Because we're not quite that lucky. No crit. An additional wound. A wound is a wound, especially for us right now. He has 5 health. He has 5 AI cards left, which means he has 6 total health. There is a very serious chance, maybe not that we could kill him, but it could be close. So we'll probably kill him next round, assuming we survive any sort of Irradiate action. Hopefully we can get that done before Meltdown. So we'll have Idril, who has 6 survival, encourage our bowman, Elena, to her feet. Elena is no longer restricted by those arrows that are really cool, and we're going to have to try them out another time. I want to keep her out of the Irradiate zone, and I'm going to have her shoot the dragon from here. So she's well within 5. She's shooting with her Vespertine bow, which means she has 3 speed, accuracy of 6+. She's bow proficient, so any misses can be re-rolled. We got 2 hits. We will be re-rolling for the 3rd. 3 for 3. Okay. Now we gotta hope that was a good thing to do. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All these reactions are cancelled. I love that. And we are in high crit territory. If your settlement has innovated Forbidden Dance, you dodge and weave superbly, gain a permanent movement. Please tell me. We don't. Oh, we don't even have it to where we can pick it yet. We don't even have... What do you have to have first? Music? Drums. You have to have drums first. So we're not even close to that. But we would get a husk and a veined wing. Here we'd get a veined wing, -1 damage token, and the King's Tongue. So these all have great rewards. Elena is only rocking 6 strength on this bow, and he has 14 toughness, but it's 14 -3, so 9. So 3+ wounds and a 6+ crits with no reactions. So we'll just start with this front one. We want to crit them all. So 6+ is what we're looking for. 3+ is what we'll take. Great. So this -1 damage is going to work differently. We're not just going to remove a damage. I shouldn't even leave these on here, because they're not truly +1 damages. He just, only for the sake of Unseen Agony, does he get 1 damage for each of those. That's only in the blast zone stuff, so those truly shouldn't be on the board, unless it applies to Unseen Agony. So, -1 damage token, gain the King's Tongue Dragon King resource. Archive this card. So that one's done. So let's not forget to take the wound away. Let's get his resources out. I do love that most of his resources are specific body parts. Not a whole lot of repeat. Okay, and we're staring down the barrel of a bunch of repeats. We got the tongue, which I think is a 1-of. King's Tongue. It's a 1-of resource. That's huge. Okay. Now we will be moving on to Serpent Wings. We don't want to reuse a 10. That's bad luck. So we're looking for a 6+ out of this die. We'll take a 3+, but we want the 6+. Okay. 3+, no crit, no Veined Wing, no Lava Pool, but it is good for a wound. And last but not least is moving on to Serpent Wing Talon. This one could get us a double resource, so we want to crit this one. Nope. Not a crit, just an injury, just a wound. We do need to give them the weapon proficiency, thank you. And that went swimmingly. So I'm going to have Gimli Surge and check out those top 3 again, because there's only 13 in that deck. So he's going to Surge, he's going to Cat Eye Circlet. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, Death Blow. Man, wouldn't that be fun? To get that Death Blow? So we could put it 3rd. Do we have multiple throwing? Okay, we even have another Founding Stone. Oh, but it doesn't have a crit location. So we're going to put the Death Blow on the bottom. We'll put... Oh, I want that. Permanent Strength. I want that too. We need 3 for 3 hits here. But I think we have to do Microwave Heart on top, because all the reactions are cancelled this round. I think we have to do that just to be safe. So he surged, and now Gimli is going to roll to try to get that back. He does not. So we're back to Elena, who's using the Vespertine Bow. That could be one of the greatest moments on the campaign here, if everything goes to plan. She needs 3 6s, please. Please, please, please. We got 2 so far. We got all 3 without any rerolls. Lifetime reroll is available, which I think we may even consider given certain circumstances. So we will start with Microwave Heart. Seven. That's a crit, but there's no crit location, so it's just good for a... It is that good, Bill. It is that good. It's just good for a wound. And then we move on to Serpent's Chest. This crit could end up with a permanent strength. which would be quite cool. Okay, so it's not a crit, but it is a wound. Permanent strength is nice, but we'll live without it. And that brings us to the death blow. Now what we need here is anything above a 1, because there's -2 additional toughness to wound dislocation. If we do it, we get a Radiant Heart, all survivors get 3 courage, all survivors get 3 understanding, and all survivors get a random fighting art. And all we need is anything above a 1. That's it. Oh my gosh, that 1 is staring me in the face. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! We rolled a 1. Oh my gosh! That's okay. I am, and you can all hate this, and you can all hate me for it. I am going to use her lifetime reroll to reroll that attack. So anything above a 1 here. There we go. That is successful. She's nearing the end of her life. She's almost a bowmaster. So she will pretty soon end up in the settlement to produce offspring. That was perfectly worth it to me. I think it's one of the better situations we've ever been able to use a lifetime reroll, because generally they're used in defense. I think it's kind of fun to use one in offense. I like that. So we will grab the Radiant Heart. Oh, it's a strange resource. Radiant Heart. It's an organ. When you gain this resource... Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Did you see what that said? Who gains it? Oh my gosh! When you gain this resource, roll a d10. On a 3+, you burst into flames and die. What? You're dead? Are you kidding? Does it have to be Elena that takes it? Yeah, I mean, that's the easy solution, right? Because it would be easier if I could give it to, like, Idril. I don't care about Idril. Finish Deathblow? Do we finish Deathblow, though? Because we gained the Radiant Heart up here. And then it says when you gain this. So I think we have to do this first. Right? Yeah. I think we have to finish this stupid heart first. Well, it's a death blow. It's not a reaction. So I guess we're going to gain it, but I'm going to make Idril roll for it. Because she's already broken with the -1 permanent speed. So I guess we'll have her roll for this heart. Hopefully she can just roll a 1 or a 2. Please? 1, 2, right now. Let's go! It's a 1! Oh, man. Okay. I wasn't even worried about it. I was never worried. You're confusing me with somebody else. Alright. Now all survivors celebrate their triumph. All survivors gain 3 courage. 1, 2, 3. Man and Gimli see the truth. So we'll start with Gimli. We'll go to see the truth here. Yeah, that was big. I don't say that lightly. That was one of the bigger rolls I've had. But it's good because I totally dropped the ball on just not having to use a lifetime reroll on that. See the truth. So, this is Gimli first. The greatest courage. What was our deal, Titan? I forgot. The greatest courage is achieved when past and future are abandoned. The void that remains is a dark, endless well of strength. Fear and pain are your nourishment, and you will feast. You suddenly recall meeting a strange masked man who, for a moment, opened your second eyelids. What you saw filled your mouth with the taste of your own death. Suffer the blind, severe head injury, and taste death. So, Gimli doesn't have one. Man will have one. Sucks. The permanent accuracy sucks. But he does get to taste of death now. And what did Gimli taste in this death? He tasted a 4. I don't remember which side is good. If we have graves, it's sweet instead. So it's sweet. Was that good? Which one was better? I think sweet is better, right? I think it is. I think sweet's the best. So, sweet. When your second eyelids opened, the veil of darkness was lifted. You recall looking into the sky and viewing a horizon of titanic faces. Each face is different and peers at a different part of your body. Death was upon you, and a strangely sweet flavor swirled around your mouth. Gain the weak spot disorder, which is really not a bad disorder. We all have armor everywhere anyways. This just means you can't depart unless you have armor at that location. That location being his legs. He also gains the Sweet Battle ability, which is different than a fighting art, which is great. Sweet Battle. Sweet Battle, once per round, you may surge without spending survival. If you do, the activation must be used to activate a weapon. So we can't use it to activate his headband, but we could headband for his activation and then surge with his weapon. Just in kind of a reverse order there. Now, Man has to go through the same thing. Man has a dried acanthus with him. And do I have to use it? I do. Because -1 accuracy for the Qatar guy really is not that big of a deal. Because he's rolling so many freaking dice. But that's okay. You know, protecting his eyes, protecting his eye. So now he's going to roll. Let's see it, man. You want Sweet Battle as well, my friend. You want low. The Frenzied one is kind of lame. Kind of buns. And that's what we just got. So 8. If the settlement has Cannibalize, taste sour. Okay, so we're bitter. When your second eyelids opened, everything looked the same. There was no wonder and no mystery. Death was simply everywhere. A bitter flavor filled your mouth as you accepted your harsh reality. Gain the Berserker fighting art and the following ability. Berserker, once per showdown, you may activate to suffer Bash and Frenzy brain trauma. Now, Bitter Frenzy, each showdown, the first time you suffer the Frenzy brain trauma, gain a D10 survival. Oh, and you may spend survival while frenzied. I forgot that cute little part. I do like that. It just stops him from using fighting arts, and he doesn't really have any. Ooh. No, but everybody gets Red Fist anyways. That's at the start of the showdown. So he just wouldn't be able to use Blotted Out, which sucks. Actually, that would help, that I wouldn't have to do that. Huh. Not bad. Not too shabby, chat. Okay. That takes care of our courage side of things. Now everybody gains 3 understanding, and we are going to be in a similar spot here. 1, 2, 3. No, we're not. Wait a minute. Oh, it's because it's 9. So we're close on a couple. Sorry, I was looking at different numbers. And a random fighting art for each of our survivors, which is awesome. So that random fighting art is Abyssal Sadist. The first time you wound the monster each attack, gain a survival and an insanity. Ignore the effects of Fear of the Dark and Prey disorders. That's cool. That's fun. Now Gimli gains crit. Oh, Gimli gains nothing. So you can't have the same art twice. Idril gets cross arm block. Whenever you are hit, after hit locations are rolled, you may change one of the result to the arms location. It's got a lot of potential if she ends up being the tank, a tank in some way. Man is going to get rid of Blotted Out. He is then going to gain extra sense, which allows him to dodge 1 additional time per round, which is great. And that's it. That was all part of the death blow, and very lucky that nobody died. So we have our weapon proficiency point for the bow, and the only other one that wounded was Man with the guitars, and he has it as well. The other 2 did not. That's okay. Their weapons were crap, and I wasn't really willing to sacrifice the time with Meltdown so close. So that's that. Let's move to victory here, everybody. So in the aftermath, it's going to do all this for us. So we'll complete the showdown. We'll get all those endeavors, which is great. We get an additional one for cooking and an additional one for having a tinker, which is awesome. We all get the 1 hunt XP. We'll return and advance the year. Nobody aged, it would have told us. So these are what we have to deal with for settlement and story events. But before that happens, the first time the Dragon King is defeated, add the Dragon Armory settlement location. That I will do. I've been quite excited for this location. Drop that bomb right there. We'll look through that in a little bit. We'll look through it when we see what equipment we get. The group gains the following rewards. At a level 1, it is pretty dry. 4 basic and 4 Dragon King. So, not great. I owe you a scythe. Tough sell there, brother. Shuffle these 1, 2, 3. Shuffle these 1, 2, 3. So we'll take the basics first. Ooh, mystery meat. 2. I did not space these out very well. 3. Hide. Get this stupid skyward crap out of there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, love juice. Good little variety. Now, the fun ones. The Dragon King ones. Wish we would have farmed them a little bit more, but 1. Hey, AJ. I'm glad you could make it in, man. It was good to see you. Hope everything goes well for you this week. Thanks for stopping in. 1, 2. The claws. That's got to be good. 3. The husk is a hide. That's got to be good. That's armor. Got to be. 1. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what do you know? Somebody brought a scavenger kit, and we're going to take another monster resource. And that monster resource is going to be another horn fragment. Yeah, good stuff. Go make something good. Go make something yummy. Alright, there's all our resources. Pretty good haul. He's got a light resource reward. That's pretty soft. 4 and... What is it normally? Is it normally 4 and 4? It is, isn't it? That's not different than any other node 1. some reason I was thinking it was 6 and 4. 6 basic, 4 monster. So now we gotta go back to the settlement, which is always kind of scary. So settlement event Stranger in the Dark is already happening this year. So we gotta shuffle. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna draw nickety name. Not bad, kind of fun, lighthearted. Sure, it can be bad, but I can stare down the barrel of a minus permanent attribute a lot easier than I can stare down the barrel of murder or plague. So even if it goes poorly, I will not complain. So we'll pick these up. See ya. We'll add nickname to our settlement events. Alright, and what order does it have us doing it in? So Stranger in the Dark first. Stranger in the Dark. Roll a d10. That's it. Alright. Let's roll that d10 then. And then read an essay after we roll it. Oh, gosh. Okay. Stranger in the Dark. A 2. This is a settlement event. They're both settlement events. But whatever order the app tells me to do it in, that's the order I do it in. The stranger speaks, calling himself the Horizon Man. He claims to have touched the water in the sky. In the blink of an eye, the man is gone, leaving his lantern and a pile of bones. Add a skull, a bone, and a broken lantern resource. That's cool. So, and that's just straight to the storage. So we'll just come over here, basic. So we get a broken lantern, a bone, and a skull. Cool. Gain insanity from the skull. I am so glad you always remember that, Bill. Because I never do. We'll give it to Elena. She's only got 3. 4 is better than 3. So now we get to do this one. This one's kind of fun. Every returning survivor gets a nickname. Each rolls 1d10 on all 3 of the tables below. Add the nickname to the survivor's current name between their first and surname. The survivor may only be nicknamed once. I thought I did check rewards on the dragon. Oh, I did. Oh, on their resources. I got you. I was kind of zooming in to eyeball them, and I think they were mostly just descriptions. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing on these. But it is good to know. So let's start. We'll just start at the top with Elena. So I need to get my keyboard ready here. So she's going to get some epithet. We're going to roll our off-colored die. So she is Elena. Oh gosh, accidental drop. Brainless. Oops. Oh gosh, I had caps lock on. Brainless. We'll do this next one. Oopsies. Get this out of my face. Brainless. Hopefully hero. I have been known to be a brainless hero every now and again. Brainless savior. Okay, weird. Brainless savior of the what? Of the Phoenix, perhaps? Of the lion. Harmless, kind of fun. Brainless savior of the lion. No damage done onto Gimli. This is Gimli. And anything other than Son of Gloin just sounds wrong. Oh, that sounds right. Gimli Shining. +1 permanent accuracy. That's cool. We do need to get the man a better axe. Oh, it counteracts his -1 permanent accuracy. Oh, he just got it from blind. Alright. Whatever. So is Gimli Shining? Why not Hero? Oh, boo. Shining Coward. -1 permanent strength. Boo. Of the... What is that? What is 6? Oh, of the lion. They know what we farm. The sim knows. Oh gosh, sorry. Keep doing that thinking it's going to get me back. Shining Coward of the Lion. Idril is our... Let's start out with Shining again. Wise. Yes. Wise. Useless. With that -1 permanent speed. Sneak. I love the Dingle Sneak combination. It's one of my favorites. I think that's hilarious. Of the Lion! Holy crap. Give me a break. Can we get some variety in here, please? Alright, man. This could be interesting. So this is... That was almost Shining. Mandingle. Mandingle. It was almost a 10. I'm glad you saw it. Dingle Sneak! Yes! What a great name combo. Dingle Sneak. Of the Phoenix, please. That would be cool. Dingle Sneak of the Phoenix! Oh. Boo. Of the Antelope. We needed lights in the sky for that. That's Mr. Dinglesneak. Mr. Man Dinglesneak. Gosh dang it, Brayden. Stop clicking escape. It doesn't work in the app. Okay. That was good. That's fun. Hey, you. You died. Lay down. You can't knock it over? Well, then get off the board. I can't knock you over, but get off. Okay, that sends us back with many endeavors. There is still a story event. So we gain another sleeping virus rare gear and have to suffer another -1 population. Yeah, better be careful with them. Oh my gosh, we have a Manhunter showdown this year. So, one sleeping virus flower. So we have to kill somebody. I don't hate Idril. I don't. I don't hate her. No, it's special showdown, so it'll go down. It'll go here. So we get to go through everything, and then you hit special showdown. So we just get to hunt Manhunter and a different monster this year. So it's like a 2-for-1, basically. I don't hate Idril. Please don't think I hate her. But she is not good. -1 permanent speed? Like, that's a tough... She doesn't have her reroll. No, we'll develop and everything, but we'll just stop when we're headed to his fight. So really it is honestly just that she's got Vermin Obsession, which really isn't that big of a deal. She's old, she's 8, and nowhere near sword proficiency. Sorry, sword mastery. Um, -1 speed hurts. I mean, we can look at who else we have. Grima is our reproducing legend. Oh, Grima and Rhea, actually. Rusty's pretty good. Rima was pretty good, too. Yeah. Oh, she's the Acid Palm's 1 armor, right? She, yeah, only got 1 arm with Acid Palms. It's hilarious. Or Zeus. We were saving Zeus for something grand weapon. Is the replica flower sword a grand weapon? Is that what we were saving them for? I can't remember. I think we got like the... I feel like we got that as a reward for something. Because we have to kill somebody because we gain a sleeping virus flower rare gear and suffer -1 population. So, is the Twilight Sword a grand weapon? Not Twilight Sword, quit saying that. The replica flower sword. It is. So I think that's why we wanted Zeus. I think we're planning on giving that to Zeus. Okay, I can read this sleeping virus. Let me see it. Find it for me, auto search. Okay. So we gain this card. +1 luck cursed. When you die, add a flower bloom from your corpse. A flower blooms from your corpse. Add a warm virus to the timeline next year. You are the guest. But this just says, like right here, gain 1 sleeping virus flower rare gear and suffer -1 population. So it's spelled out pretty clearly there that we got to kill someone. Honestly, it could be Grima or Rhea. You know, it's fun to keep them around because they have... No. No, I don't think that's right, Bill. You don't kill the sleeping virus flower person you have now. You gain a sleeping virus flower rare gear. Have you ever done warm virus? No, you only do warm virus when you die with this flower in your gear grid. You only do it when you have this in your gear grid and your survivor dies. Then you add a warm virus. I I do not believe that you are correct. Suffer -1 population is just trivial. It's like trading a life for an additional sleeping virus flower. Right, Mike. That's... Oh, okay. You're saying something. I got you. You can kill anyone. I'm with you. But you're saying I should kill the person that has it. I'm just saying if you kill the sleeping virus person now, next year they come back. Okay. So I'm going to look at a warm virus then. Because I've never done this. Nominate a survivor that can consume to be the host. So they're nominated. The host presses the virus flower to their mouth. Its delicate petals, chaining them, a cozy, inspired warmth fills the beast as they gently push the flower by its stem down their throat. So, and we did, get this crap out of here. And we did graves. Oh no, it's a 1 through 10 thing. If they have graves, so anything but a 1. Okay. Okay. So, Bill, are you saying. So, I just want you to know. It is our Bowman Elena that has the sleeping virus flower. She's one. She's one thing away from. Help me. Bow mastery. So, are you saying that would benefit us because we're going to pretty much get a brand new survivor with all her stats and not her age if we give her the sleeping virus flower? It's pretty much like transplanting her brain to somebody else. Okay. I did read. I didn't want to read all of it because I didn't want to spoil it. But I do. Wait. Never mind. Well, I trust you. I'm just saying, is that what you think we need to do based on what you know about warm virus? Based on what I saw about warm virus, I would say I think you're right. It's too hard to explain. So you have to spoil it. Well, well, I wasn't I wasn't saying it because I didn't want it spoiled. I'm mostly saying it because I do think it's kind of cheesy for me to read ahead. Did you look at dragon stuff yet? Sorry. No. We're trying to decide who to kill with this virus flower, and Bill thinks we should do Elena, and I think based on what he's telling me, I think it's a good choice to kill Elena, because then she would die, and a flower would bloom from her corpse. We'd get to add warm virus next year. Titan said he would do that. Okay, well that sounds awesome. So I'll pick her to die. But do I delete her from the? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense, Mike. So not delete, but if she dies, then I move her over to the dead. She's saved in here, but she comes over to dead. Even if we undead her, she transfers over there. Because for all intents and purposes, she is dead. So I'm going to put a note in her here that she is the guest. Oh, you're not sure if weapon proficiency transfers. That would be big, because she's one step away from bow mastery. That would be really important. Okay. Okay. So it does say weapon proficiency transfers. I think honestly, regardless of what we decided, I think we could go with uh, Idril. Because Idril was kind of my first choice. I don't like her much. I think she's kind of useless. And so, with what I knew before I looked, I would have picked Idril. I say this because I think that Idril's position will still help us moving forward with this warm virus flower. I think it will help. But I probably honestly would have picked her. So she dies. She doesn't have a reroll. She'd already used it. So in the notes, I'll put she's the guest. And she's also dead. Which we will get that principle. We'll get a thing from it. So she's dead. Her stats are all over here. Right. So she's deader than anything that's ever died. But now we get an additional sleeping virus flower card. And do I get to pick who this goes to? Do I get to pick? No, I don't. Oh, it's on her. Oh, it's on the dead person. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because that's why it triggers warm virus. Yes, I'm with you, Bill. I follow ye. So she died when I gave her this flower, which means it blooms. So then we add a warm corpse next year. A warm virus, not a warm corpse. It will be a very cold corpse by next year. So we add a warm virus because this was added into Idril's gear grid and she died. She's so dead. Right. So, but this is then discarded, I would assume, because it's technically going to be a new person. I got a fly buzzing right around my face. I'm trying to be cool about it. So is this discarded or does this stay with her? Does it stay in her gear grid even after she dies? It says when you die, a flower blooms from your corpse. Add a warm virus to the timeline next year. You're the guest. It doesn't say discard it, but I believe if we go to the glossary on cursed gear, you lose it when you die. A gear special rule. The gear cannot be removed from the gear grid for any reason. If the survivor dies, archive this gear. So that would mean we archive it. So it's used, but she gets to be reborn. Wink, wink. Uh-oh. Hope you guys can't hear Mrs. Hits and Crits throwing up upstairs. Alright. So I think that'll benefit us. So now we're to immortality denied. So now we get to move on to the more enjoyable things, like spending our 7 endeavors. One of which is going to be spent to ding 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 innovate. And let's refresh what the heck we need for this freaking... I did gain an endeavor for them dying, which is what put us at 7 instead of 6. So we need... I will take... What the heck is it? Any faith... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, crap, I have to have any faith, innovation, and sculpture? Can we even pull sculpture? Do we have that ability? We do. Do we have any faith innovations? We do. Oh my gosh. I gotta go check on my wife. I'll be right back. She sounds like she's dying. I'll be right back. Okay. That's on me. That's my bad. But I'm back. She's good. We're good. Baby just did not like what she ate for dinner. She's all good. So here's something crazy. Is I would probably, and you guys are gonna think I'm wild for this, I would pick up sculpture over Clan of Death if we pull it. If we pull them both, I'll take sculpture over Clan of Death, so that I can get this sword. How do you like that? Huh? Yeah. Okay. Uh, Virus is better than the sword. Yeah. Okay, so what do we have in our storage? Do we have just some useless organ hanging around? Not really. Love juice. Where are our other organs at? Oh, got it. Oh, okay, there we go. One beefsteak. Didn't it say we had a bunch of organs? Oh, we still got some white lion stuff. Sweet, we got lion testes. So we'll spend lion testes, hide, and a bone. That's as cheap as it can get. So we'll then spend an endeavor and innovate. And we'll see if I even get to make that choice. Sculpture. Ah. Everybody's in agreement, right? I mean, if I really would have been put to it between Sculpture and Clan of Death, probably would have been a tough choice. Probably would have ended up with Clan of Death because it is 1, 1, and 1. But Sculpture, baby. Boom. There it is. Okay. So we have a Faith Innovation. We have Sculpture. We need an Osseous Bloom, a Flower, and 2 iron. We have the 2 iron put away. We're just going to have to make a forest run and hope. Well, and see, Bill, that's where you're probably going to freak out. I think I'm going to add this on the Grand Weapon Mastery instead of Sword. Because I've never done Grand Weapon before. I know. Oh, Bill. I'm Grand. Thanks, pal. Oh, I don't understand. I don't. I mean, let's be honest. What do I really understand? R right. Right. But I do have this really fancy sword right here. Rumor has it doesn't get much better than that. We do have to get lucky. We have to pull an Osseous Bloom. So if we go on a flower run, we have to spend an innovation. Where is it? It's supposed to be right here. Oh, forest run. We can exchange any number of monster resources for the number of flower resources. So we could give up our 5 lope and 2 lion. Grand Weapon Master? No. But that would be cool. Because this guy right down here, I don't remember exactly how it worked, but Zeus got born with Grand Weapon. So he could start picking it up right off the ripski, which I thought would be fun. Because imagine having somebody double mastered in Grand Weapon and Sword. I feel like that would be something I could kill a Cyclops Knight with. Okay, so let's toast all those resources, because I want to be safe. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I want to spend a beefsteak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now I get to draw 7 flower resources. And I have to get an Osseous Bloom, and then the rest doesn't really matter. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2. There it is. It was the second one. Yikes. 3. Oh boy. 4, 5. Yeah, this was dumb. 6, 7. I think we got 2 population out of it, if that helps. Could we also get the helm if we wanted? 2 bonus skull and a lantern bloom. I think we did get a lantern bloom. We did. So we could even look at maybe getting the helm. I don't know. Oh, it does? Does it suck? That's a bummer. That's kind of a bummer. Oh, okay. Wait, what? That's not that bad. While you're being attacked, the monster has -1 speed, and you get +1 accuracy. That's not bad. I wouldn't say it sucks. Oh, look closer. Oh, I did see that it required 3 and an up-facing blue. I don't like looking closer, because usually I figure out something that I don't like. It's 3 armor to the head. If you connect those while you're being attacked, the monster has -1 speed. Oh, nothing compared to the dragon armor. I do not doubt that you're wrong. But for like our bowmen, that kind of stuff would be really nice to get some, because they don't have much armor on. So it's kind of a scary situation. Now this, on the other hand, this is the stuff. So that Radiant Heart is a one. Oh, that's what Titan meant. He wants me to get the Nuclear Scythe because it is a Radiant Heart, 2 Scrap, and 2 King's Claws. I'm 1 King's Claw short. He wants to see Scythe Mastery. So we wouldn't be able to get it now. We could get the Nuclear Knife, but if I remember right, the Nuclear Knife actually sucked. And I think I only saw it in passing, so I probably, as Bill would love to say, did not read closer. But I remember reading it and being like, oh, you know, that's not great. Let's check these out. Okay, so here's the Nuclear Knife, 363. So if you can connect all 3 of those, the Edge ignites, suffer 3 brain damage. Your next attack with this weapon gains devastating. Yeah, see, what? I mean, maybe if you're super insane. Do you have the receipts? I might need to see them in Discord, because I think you're wrong. Here's this Nuclear Scythe. We could do the Edge Ignite, suffer 3 brain damage. Oh, so it's the same thing. So you just... So you just want to see... So that isn't super good, is it? Am I crazy? I mean, I know Devastating is real nice. But to trade 3 brain damage, that's pretty heavy. Is there a way around it? Maybe with the armor? Oh my gosh, the shielded quiver makes me quiver. This guy's got amazing stuff. Blast shield, I know we want that. There's a sword. I like that. That would get us a better sword than what we got. What? Blue power core. All nuclear gear cards in your gear grid gain deadly 2. What? You're never knocked down from suffering a heavy injury. Gain +2 movement? At the start of the showdown, you beat your chest mightily and gain survival up to the limit. Oh my gosh. That is disgusting. That set is amazing. I've never looked at that armor before. Oh, green armor? I'll take that. Thanks. Dragon armor. Add 1. Spend your movement and activation to leap into the air. Place your survivor on an unoccupied space 5 spaces away in a straight line. When you activate a melee weapon, an attack with +2 accuracy and +5 strength. That's crazy. Man, breaking new ground in this game is so fun. It brings all of that right back to the surface. So what do we gotta have here? Let's take this over there. I mean, we got a decent amount of stuff. We need to spend these flowers, because they will expire. So we need an Osseous Bloom. We'll just do Osseous Bloom and Sighing Bloom, I think. Oh, leather and armor. Or leather and iron. That makes sense. That's going to be a tough one to... That's a tough sell. So we'll spend this Osseous Bloom and this Sighing Bloom and the 2 iron out of our... Bonk, bonk. To pull that Mama Jama out of... Oh, yeah. Now, this is epic. So this sword is devastating, which is amazing. I love the 2-for-1 damage idea. It's 2, 6, and 6. You can't dodge. Bummer. We'll have to play that around. But we're giving this to Zeus on purpose because he does not have the negative red attributes. So if we give him the leather gear and this sword, he will also get sharp and an evasion, which would just be crazy. So let's draw that up right now and make sure we can make it happen. So if we give him red, we need to add the replica flower sword to our gear, and he'll get monster grease evasion. Yep. So replica flower sword right there. So if we came over to Zeus, we'd want to structure it with the flower sword in the middle. So we'd want rare gear, replica flower sword. We would want so it has to connect here. This has to be done. So we would want the leather bracers there. And then we could do the leather helm here if we wanted. Leather mask. We need a left facing red. Oh my gosh, Bill. Sorry you have to deal with that, my friend. Leather boots. We could put the skirt in here for now. We're not going to want it there. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter, because we get the red one here. So we don't have to stress for another one. So we got the mask, bracers, skirt, boots. Is that all of it? 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, the cuirass. Okay. So that gets him, so just this gear, the way it is right now, would get him, so A, devastating. He won't be able to dodge, but he gains sharp and an evasion. He then gets 2 evasion from monster grease, because he's got 1 here and 1 here. Oh, he needs 1 more green. We need a right-facing green. Let's do some research real quick. How hard is a right-facing green to track down? It's a bow, which we don't want him to have. What's right-facing green? Where's that dragon? Is there something in there too? I mean, the gloves. There's a lot of green and red in this. He may end up... Oh my gosh, can you imagine the replica flower? No, because you want something nuclear when they get it. So we need a right-facing green. Elder earrings. Oh, a first aid kit. That might be practical. First aid kit would not be a bad idea. We just need a leather and a perfect bone. I think we lost all our perfect stuff. We did. So we would need a perfect bone. A green charm. What did that require? Oh, we don't have anything perfect. It needed a perfect hide. Didn't we get a charm of some kind? Oops, nope, nothing out of the wet resin crafter. Wait, that's beetle. What am I thinking? Barber surgeon. Oh, it's a scavenger kit. Oh yeah. So with that gear grid we were working on, we won't be able to get him all 3 evasion yet. But he is devastating. I mean, that's really good for now. 7 strength, and it's sharp. So we're not really wanting for strength there. Is it deadly as well? I don't remember. Did I pull it out? Yeah, I did. I don't think it is deadly. It is not deadly. Oh, Dridecanthus. Absolutely, I think you're right. We could throw a Dridecanthus in here. Because we have one left. Or we have a fresh Acanthus that we could turn into a Dridecanthus. And then I will check Discord. Titan. And then, obviously, at some point, I would get like a first aid kit to complete this thing. That sounds pretty good to me. So, in addition to that, we have bones, hide, and these are also hide. So we can either turn them into population or leather, because this does require leather for everything, almost everything. Turn them into population for rerolls. Okay, I'll keep that. I won't make the dead right choice yet because I do want to. So we do need a better sword, but in the same breath, that axe that he's using is so bad. So we need both. Oh, we could do. Oh, we don't have enough iron to do a blast shield. All we need is 1 iron. We do need an axe and a sword. So what are our options there? Weapon crafter, which we don't even have. I mean, we could do this sword. We could do the blast sword. Because we have 2 horn fragments. So we need to spend a horn fragment and 3 organ. So, oh, we probably don't do it. Well, we have a mystery meat here, so we could do horn fragment, mystery meat, love juice, and love juice. That would build the sword. Which is, what are the stats on that? Let's see how much better it is than what we got. 264, and it can block. Cool. So sword, so it's 264, so it's got 2 more strength, and it's not frail. I don't need sword till next year. You mean I don't need it like against the Manhunter? I want to build a piece of armor. Like I want to utilize this stuff. Oh, I could build his helm. I might go for sword proficiency with Idril's reborn thing. Oh, not going for. Oh, right. Right, Bill. I will not be taking a sword proficient out this year. So I could build the helm, not the flower helm, but the dragon helm. 1 horn fragment, 2 bones, and a husk. That would be this guy, those 2 flowers, and that husk. And I'd be looking at the helm. which is this fun guy, right? Is it the mantle? No. It's the helm. Duh. Ooh, the new arrow is kind of cool too. It so it's devastating one as well. If you wound the monster, it suffers knockback 5. Use once per showdown. But this is what caught my attention. Is he's got a quiver, shielded quiver. You may activate and gain the benefits of each arrow in your gear grid one additional time each showdown. Hello. That's good looking. Oh my gosh, these power cores are amazing. All nuclear gear cards gain sharp. One of these has it gain, is it devastating? Gains deadly. Those are crazy good. How hard are those to get? I can see that. Shining liver and pituitary gland. Those have got to be either specifics or one-ofs. Oh, you have to kill level 2 or level 3. Yeah, that's tough. I'm nowhere near that. But I could get the helm, and it would be relatively cheap. So it's horn fragment, these 2 bones that are going to expire, and this husk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull this dragon helm up. Yeah, that one looks sick. To replace the skull helm here, you're saying? I like that. Gain +1 to all severe head injury roll results. That's nice. I mean, I can't connect them, but in general, that's a nice pull. Let me add that to our gear. It feels cool to get a piece of his armor. And then I could build the sword. You're not wrong. That individual just won't be going out. I mean, I don't really want to hoard resources because you truly never know what's going to happen. And you don't want to lose those valuable resources. I want to save the claw and the radiant heart, especially since, let me check Discord real quick to see if Titan's just trolling. Oh gosh, he tagged me in it. It's not looking good. As long as we get Scythe, I will be happy. That was April 15th. Okay. So if I save Claw and Heart, if I take those out, and I kind of want to take out the King's Tongue as well, because I would really like to get those blast shields. We're left with dung and more fragments. And it looks like the dung is required for no armor. But we do need 2 for that arrow. And that's it. Yeah, I want the blast shield. I want it. So we could still do the sword. We'd spend this other horn fragment. We do need it for the mantle, but it's not a 1-up, so I feel like our odds are still pretty good. And we really didn't crit farm him much. I think we could crit farm him more moving forward. So if we spent the horn fragment, a love juice, random resource. This is also a hide. Oh my gosh. And then we'll have to spend the 1 organ, the love juice we have in here. and then we'd be able to get the sword. I don't think we could go after a level 2. But I think we could farm a level 1 a couple more times and maybe be in a better position to fight a level 2. I would still give it a couple, though. And now we got the sword. Yeah, I did get lucky. I would need to see, and I did get lucky, I'll admit, but I also didn't land a lot of my crits that I needed for the crit farming side. So I think, and this was bad. If Glowing Fist didn't start off in the game, I think we would have been in a much better place. Because when he was getting +1 damage for every -1 toughness, that was tough. Yeah, double trap was brutal. 3 extra armor was nice. So the thing is, we still have a crap ton of. Yeah, we could bring him out. I almost want to leave our bow person at home because they're so close to mastery. I really just don't want to screw it up on the Manhunter. He's kind of a, you know, kind of an asshole. I'm also not sure I want to take our Grand Weapon Master out. Get the mastery now. I mean, they do have Sleeping Virus Flower, so it would apparently not be the worst thing in the world if he died. So if we take Elena out, I do need to change her gear grid to this badass helm, though. That's tight. So if we took her, poor Gimli is kind of soft, but he has Sweet Battle now, so that's cool. So we'd probably take Gimli too. No, we wouldn't take Gimli, because then we would take our Grand Master, Zeus, who does not need this sword or the necklace. So I would be okay with taking Zeus. And then even I guess the Fist and Tooth guy, because I'm really not attached to the Fist and Tooth guy. He's not even proficient. He just has acid palms. He's soft though. Rima. Rima's not a hard hitter. He would take over Green's gear grid. I can activate Flower Sword. Yep. Right here. It will be devastating. I can't dodge, and it's sharp. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't. That's got to go there. This goes here. And then we need the right facing green for the movement and evasion side of things. Or an up facing green. Oh! Hello? You don't say. No first aid kit needed. And that still leaves them okay here with the luck. 1, 2. Yeah, they're still good. We should probably get some founding stones in here, just in case. Tridecanthus. We can do 1. We have 1 in our storage. Who do we want to give it to? I'm not too concerned about Elena because she has the sleeping virus flower. So then let's give it to our grand guy. Give it to Fist and Tooth guy. He's only at 2, Bill. Do you know that? He's at 2 of a lot. Six more, actually. That's it. Alright. We'll give it to him. But I'm going to put the founding stone down here then. Just in case. Fecal salve's kind of trash, right? Yeah, it's trash. Put this over here just in case. Oh! The pickaxe isn't up facing green. Very cool. Okay. Well, if everything went exactly to plan, because we could get 2 XP here. 1 would be 3, 4, the hand. Oh my gosh. 5, 6. We could potentially get a Grandmaster by 15. Which would be a lot of fun. Yeah, we do still have more endeavors to spend. 6, actually. So, are we turning these into population? We decided yes, right? Or do we want to turn them into leather? 2 population and 1 leather, maybe? So I'm going to get rid of one of those to throw a leather into our... Because we're going to need leather, so might as well have a couple. And then we can add 2 population from those warbling blooms. It's 13 as population. And what is it? What is their thing? Archive it, gain a population. The survivor is born with flower addiction disorder. And he's ugly. So we need a female with no parents and flower addiction. Oh, but we can't gain flower addiction in this campaign. And that is said right... Yeah, survivors cannot hunt the flower knight or gain flower addiction. Perfect. So they're just kind of basic. Till we get Clan of Death. I think even Clan of Death helps them. And then we'll do another female, just because we don't want to run into issues there. Flower addiction. Okay. That pretty much solves our resources. I will inventory these ones. Since we're kind of saving them for better days. So we need King's Claws, radioactive dung, and King's Tongue. And then Radiant, Radiant Heart is a strange resource. Nightmare Training, I don't think I do. It would be worth looking, though. Whoops. Let me peek real quick, Bill. We don't. We have Round Stone Training, which does not do the same thing at all. No, it's right here. We will be tapping into that at some point this campaign. We have 5 endeavors left. What does it expect us to use them on? We already did a forest run. Nobody really needs tree panning. We can't cook anything because I pretty much just spent all of our stuff. We can't do... We could do light forging in Slenderman's book. We don't have throne. It's still the lantern. It's only the throne when he's your big guy. Like to approach the throne to try to get the free innovation or whatever, that's only in the Dragon King campaign. Because we still have Lantern Horde. No. Yeah. Yeah, it does kind of suck. That is kind of a fun thing to have. So we could do light forging. Oh, no we can't. We don't have any dark water. Okay. We could do face painting. Or we could save them. We could save them till after the uh, Manhunter, because we come back to updating death count, so we would still be able to develop again. Let's check our insanity situation. We got 3 out of our 4 in here. Elena, Rima, and Zeus. Oh, and we want to do we want to take Man? Man is also 1 XP from being a Qatar master. That one is actually risky. Because he doesn't have anything to protect him. And he doesn't have this Drydacanthus anymore, and he's still repping the Thunder Maul. So that gives us, we got 4 insanity, 9 insanity, no insanity, and no insanity. So we'll do the face painting, we'll do the battle paint. Right here. So battle paint, we just roll 1. And all we need is a 4+. Okay. So it is not a once per phase, so we'll get rid of that again. You have to have sculpture. There we go. So it is 2 survival and an insanity. Survival 2, insanity 1. I think you had to have pictographs to reroll on nickname. And we do not have pictographs. I almost want to save the last 2 endeavors in case we get something from the Manhunter that needs them. Or the last 3, sorry. Because we'll be getting 3 departure, insanity, not counting individual stuff, and 6 survival. So I think that's pretty solid. I did a warm virus. Right there. And regal visit. Don't we need a low population with Regal Visit? Or is that when the Kingsman comes through? That's the same thing, right? Or is that... No, the hand shows up and kills 4 people. And you can rise up to defend, but that's a fool's game if you rise up to defend. Okay. Well, I think we are in a good spot then. Um, we'll tackle the Manhunter next week. We had a lot of big things, a lot of real good stuff. We got the Dragon Skull, we got the Replica Flower Sword. It's going to be good, it's going to be big. It was a bit of a, it was a long episode tonight, just over 2.5 hours. I feel like we had a lot of success though, so no harm, no foul. I had a great time with all you guys. Titan, you'll be seeing that scythe in here soon. Hopefully, we'll have 4 or 5 weapon proficiencies. I'm very excited for the Warm Virus. We're gonna have Guitar Masters, Bow Masters. We're gonna end up with a Grand Master, a Sword Master, Axe Master. It's gonna be great. So you guys be safe. Let's chat through the week in Discord. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.